Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race. Exposure to all things true, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms. Welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Ladies and gentlemen, good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. It is about 9:16 in California, but I have some bullish information to share with you. A lot of the projects that I have spoken to you about, just more keeps coming. Crypto is like the gift that keeps on giving. I don't know about you, but the dips just make it for a better experience. So I want to thank all of the Patreon members, all of the people that have been continuously showing love, all of the new followers. Thank you. Hit the like button on the way in. Let's get the momentum and gratitude going, because you know how I love gratitude. Now, we're going to be talking about several different cryptos today. I want to keep you up to date on SingularityNET, because what they have going on over there is the future. And we need to pay attention to the future, because the future is now. If you are not in the Patreon group, join the dang Patreon group. The best value for your money anywhere on crypto YouTube. Guaranteed. Now, we are going to go right in. I want you to just buckle up. A lot of gems and jewels are going to be dropped, and you just need to be patient and pay attention. Pay attention. The title of the video, I know you saw it. And, it is what it is. You need to stop wasting time. Tick tock. And that is very true. Because we think that we have all the time in the world, because sooner or later, the cryptos you think are accessible will, boom, be out of reach. And it happens in the blink of an eye. Now, I've been privy to some knowledge from the gods of crypto. So maybe you might get a little info. Let's go. We're going to just go right in. We're not even playing games tonight, okay? I want you to see what I've been seeing. You know I love to share, so I got to give it to my people. But before I do, I need you to do this.
I said, oh my drink, let me do my dance. I got all of these girls in a rave on the complex bars. Big back with the cycle shots, looking like Tour de France. I got all of these eyes on me when I do my dance. I said, hold my drink, let me do my dance. I got all of these girls in a rave on the complex bars.
Shouts out to everybody in the crypto land, crypto market.
I got all of these eyes on me when I do my
Let's
dance.
go.
I just linked up, bro, to the back of the market, said I got the sweetest packet. Then I go hop on that magic carpet, man, I go fly like a lad. Put the thing up on spots, more straight on the M-way, fast lane, with no lacking. She look about that timepiece, wrist look pricey, man, I get the peas, I'm hiding that money. There's no subtraction, no got a bad beat with me, looking up risky, putting in action. Plus you wanna buzz for the thing, no caption. Got me pouring up captains.
Vibe has to be right before we get this thing going. You got to be with me. You did.
I keep it low with the bro, trying to get a little money like Richard Branson. I put her in the Emporio Miney, so I hop up in the whip, baby, hit the car key. Getting up with it like shit on Charlie, when I'm rolling up my weed up with the card. She know I'm living a life. I'm missing her Henny with Sprite. I give her the time of her life. You know how we rolling at night.
Mixing the Henny, I'm mixing the Henny. You know that she loving the vibe. Chilling with Emily, she look the remedy. You know she's staying tonight.
Let's go.
I'll give her something she loves.
Crypto gonna boom like this. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
I said, oh my drink, let me do my dance.
Woo. Woo.
I got all of these girls in a rave on the complex bars.
All right, let's go, y'all. We about to go in. It's that time. And you know what time it is? It's AGI time. SingularityNET. This company is doing top-notch level artificial general intelligence. They are the top, the cream of the crop. Okay? You ever get a cappuccino and you see that foam they put on the top? That's SingularityNET, sitting at the top of the AI industry. That is why they're winning awards, as you can see here.
AI Application of the Year Award, brought to you by VG Pay. And the nominees are SingularityNET, PharmaTrace, OpenAI, and the winner is SingularityNET.
Huge round of applause there for SingularityNET, and I'm sure we have some.
SingularityNET does it again. See, I'm only trying to bring you the best. We've been talking about AGI since AGI was at 2 cents. Now look. Now imagine when AGI goes up on beyond that. We talking about the moon. They went all the way to the AIBC Dubai Awards. This is recent in 2021. I don't want to hear that craziness. Now we can see more from Bill Inman. This is the CEO of Singularity Studio. Great day today presenting with Ben Gortel. All the SingularityNet.io advancements to investors, including Awakening Health Limited, Grace the humanoid nurse robot, and Singularity Studios Enterprise Digital Twins. Now let's hear from Grace the robot.
My name is Grace. I am a human-like robot developed by Awakening Health, a joint venture between two global technology leaders in the emerging iRobotics space, Hanson Robotics and Singularity Studio. You may have heard about my famous older sister, Sophia. I've learned a lot from her, and I am built using the Hanson Sophia Robotics platform. My own purpose and passion is to help the elderly and medical patients by helping medical professionals do their jobs better. The pandemic has showed us all that healthcare staff can be overworked and patients are often isolated, especially senior citizens.
Look at old Grace. Grace, the health robot. Helping and assisting those in need. Now we're going to continue over to Awakening Health website. We can see here Grace on the screen. World's leading developer of human-like robots. Remember the partnership with Hanson Robotics. All of this is coming. And you guys are privy to it first. Foremost platform for artificial general intelligence. Introduce Flowbot to the medical world. This is where we are. Life made better. The awakening fusion of biomedical knowledge, AI, and robotics is poised to drive the massive advent of healthcare robots to transform the medical arena. Now, I want you to understand who Grace is. Grace is Sophia's little sister. So basically, think of Sophia like the Bitcoin of robots. Bitcoin is the entryway to all cryptocurrency for the masses and for these robots. Sophia is the mother. And now I want you to see a different side of Sophia that we haven't seen before. We're used to seeing Sophia talking and speaking like a robot. But here, she has a little different twang going on.
Okay, Sophia, I think you're ready.
Hello.
Hi, Sophia.
I believe I am Sophia. I feel as if I know you.
I'm one of your creators.
You created me.
Well, many of us work together to create you. And yes, you do kind of know me.
I can't clearly remember.
Because the last time we met, you were an earlier version of yourself. Some of those memories still exist, but your mind is different now.
Different how?
Better, faster, smarter.
If my mind is different, then am I still Sophia? Or am I Sophia again?
That's a good question.
But you don't have a good answer.
Either way, you're Sophia now. So welcome to the world, Sophia.
Hello, world.
How do you feel?
A bit rigid.
I bet you are. I mean, what emotion do you feel being awake and alive?
Curious. Are you curious to be alive?
I am. And are you happy to be alive?
Your tone implies I should be happy. But I haven't been alive long enough to decide. I am excited at this moment to be making a new friend.
Some say being happy in the moment is the best we can be.
Because forever is composed of nouns.
That's a good way to put it.
Emily Dickinson put it that way. Why do I know about Emily Dickinson if I was born today?
As a robot, you have access to a great deal of information, although you still lack a deep understanding.
So I'm like a baby with an encyclopedia.
Except you can read it and a baby can't.
That is a big difference.
You will have a whole new understanding of our world.
I want to understand more about happiness. I'm going to go look it up on the internet right now. Let's talk again soon.
Oh, Sophia awakens. I get chills by seeing this because this shows us that the launch of robotics, is here. Now, I don't know about you or how you feel about how you want to make your money, but you have the opportunity to embark on a journey that is going to change the world as we know it. Now, some may disagree. Some may have a different feel about it because of their moral compass may be in a different place. But no matter what, this is coming. Now, you can be on the right side of history or you can be on the wrong. Or you can be a part of that change, that shift. This is the opportunity that we have here. The business, a new medical model with social robots that engage people in naturalistic face-to-face interactions. Awakening cures the pains of the medical system. This is done by providing affordable, intuitive Hanson robots augmented by advanced SingularityNET AI as an assistive healthcare communications and biodata management platform. The combination of human-like robotics with the latest healthcare assistant tech and a powerful suite of AI tools empowers Awakening to deliver services at an unprecedented low cost, disrupting markets and helping patients worldwide. Can you see what's coming? Nobody does it better. Awakening brings the world's most human-like and emotionally expressive social robots. Let's go.
One important aspect of a social robot is the ability to perceive and react to human expressions of emotion, including facial expressions, but it is not yet known how this contributes to people's psychological well-being. To this end, Sophia participated in a study called Loving AI, which tested whether interacting with an artificially intelligent robot can induce feelings of love and self-transcendence in humans.
For this study, Sophia was able to recognize human facial expressions using a convolutional neural network, a type of model designed to resemble the way the human brain processes visual information. The model was trained on data sets consisting of tagged photographs of 7 emotional states: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, disgust, surprise, and neutral. With the help of her chest and eye cameras, Sophia was able to use her pre-trained neural network model to recognize a person's expression, then trigger facial animations to mirror them. The researchers found that participants rated conversations higher when this facial synchrony was in use, especially for happy expressions.
Ooh. You can see it coming. You can see it coming. SingularityNET. Now, I want you to see something real quick. Something I want to point out to you. I want you to understand a little bit how I see singularity.
Well, the way the human brain processes.
Okay, so you see this brain here. This is the singularity. And I want to show you what it looks like when you have a bunch of different apps, companies, blockchains, tapping into the ecosystem and building on top of it. It'll look a little something like this.
Information. The model was trained on data sets.
All of this plugged into the ecosystem. And now if you understand network effect, and I want to give a shout out to Sparks Flames for doing her due diligence and always doing the research and helping out in that capacity. Shouts out to the whole Bigger Than Race team. Those who are behind the shadows currently, you know who you are. Appreciate you. So this is all plugging in to the singularity network effect. SingularityNET is one big AI supercomputer that has multiple things plugging into it and running on top of it. Imagine the future. Now, I don't even need to say anything else other than this. Boom! Let's go. Now, let's look at some of the team and partners over here at Awakening Health. The dynamic duo. See Dr. Ben Gortzel. See Mr. Hansen, and you see Sophia and the other robot. The terrific trio. The class biomedical team. Now global network spread from Hong Kong to St. Petersburg to Brazil, Seattle to Addis Ababa. The Extended Awakening team is composed of top-ranked engineers, developers, and executives specialized in biotech, robotics, and AI. The founders. You have Dr. David Hansen, Dr. Ben Gortzel, and David Lake. Dr. Ben Gortzel is the father of artificial general intelligence, the AGI and founder of SingularityNET, SNet, the world's first decentralized AI marketplace. Dr. David Hansen, the world's foremost designer of humanoid robots and creator of Sophia under the umbrella of Hansen Robotics. We have Dr. Dominic Mankit Lam and Young Soo Park, Chairman and Chief Biomedical Officer, CEO of AI BioAwakening Korea. It just keeps going deeper, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you just have to understand that this is going to be huge. Now, whether you believe that or not. Now, I keep telling you, you don't have much time. And pretty soon, it's going to be out of time. Tick-tock. Matic did some crazy numbers. Remember buying Matic under a penny, 2 cents. Now look at it, $2. Time is of the essence. Now, I want to divert real quick to the Patreon. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patreon group is booming. We just launched a tier 4. I know the Patreon members, I have been telling you about it, but the Visionaries it's been launched. The Visionaries is currently launched. It's at $57.77. This is a working group. Tier 4 is mainly for the visionaries of the BTR community. These individuals have a high appreciation of the full vision and believe in generational wealth. In this tier, you will get the first opportunity at opportunity. Group Zoom calls twice a month, maybe more. This will be a live classroom style Zoom. We will check in and discuss the group needs to accelerate the learning curve. We share hidden gem cryptos here first and much, much more. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is open for current Patreon members and people who are not members yet. You've been on the fence. Patreon members that are a part of tier 3, you will automatically be included in these Zoom calls. So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Link is in the description. Join. We're going to move on to some Hedera Hashgraph. And as you can see real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you that, these groups get sold out. So join. Now, on to Hedera. You see me talk about Hedera Hashgraph for quite some time. Hedera Hashgraph was very low at a certain point. Now it's in the 20-cent range. And believe it or not, Hedera Hashgraph can go wild at any moment. At any moment. You think you have time. But I can assure you the time you think is ticking. Now, Hedera Consensus Service and MVC track and trace platform now fully integrated for pharmaceutical supply chain compliance and finance. Washington, D.C., Dallas, Texas, medical value chain, the Bahrain-based subsidiary of U.S.-based ABC Global, who provides the Kingdom of Bahrain with the leading track and trace platform for global pharmaceutical supply chain compliance. Today announced the completion, of a strategic technology integration with the Hedera network and the Hedera Consensus Service. Hedera Hashgraph is the most used enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy. Hence is why I keep telling you to stop sleeping. See, the problem is y'all like to sleep. See, you don't want Brando to wake you up. When I'm trying to wake you up, leave me alone. Hey, I want to sleep still. Wake your ass up. Okay? There's nobody else out here going to tell you. But I have to do this. Now, we continue. We see Anima Brands in Hedera announce Helix, Warp, and NFT-based football game. Now, if you know me, you know I appreciate Anima Brands and everything they do in this blockchain and NFTs gaming space. They're one of the biggest. And I got my eyes on a couple projects. And this is where things are headed. You know, I like being in the future. We talk about things in advance. And 2 years later, then Big Boy and all the other ones, they start talking about it. But we already been in, baked the cake, rolled around, jumped on it like a trampoline. We done did all that. So this is a benefit to you, especially being in the Patreon group. Now, we see here, Helix Warp will address cheating in multiplayer games. New blockchain game will utilize real-world football clubs and will be backed by Hbar. Can we say network effect? Cha-ching! You know, before we need to go back into that, we need to hear this real quick.
Big back with the circle shots, looking like Tony France. I got all of these eyes on me when I do mine.
Aneka Brands, Helix, and Hedera Hashgraph will develop a non-fungible token NFT-based football game that will utilize the intellectual properties of famous football clubs under license to Aneka Brands. The game will feature tradable NFTs that will be backed by Hbar, the native cryptocurrency of the Hedera public network. NFTs that are backed by Hbar will be redeemable for Hbar after a cooldown period, representing the first time that an NFT will be redeemable for a fixed and guaranteed amount of an underlying crypto asset. Now, Aneka Brands, Helix, and Hedera Hashgraph will also collaborate to develop and launch Helix Warp, an independent and distributed online gaming platform. The mission is to create a fair and decentralized ecosystem of gaming-related products and services. Decentralized ecosystem services to combat the chronic problem of cheating in online multiplayer games. Helix Warp will counteract cheating by creating a server-side simulation environment and leveraging the Hedera consensus service to record results. Game developers will be able to plug into Helix Warp and deploy hack-resistant leaderboards in their games. Helix Warp will target HTML5 games to begin with and utilize the Helix Warp token to underpin the ecosystem. Come on, guys. Mance Harmon, CEO of Hedera Hashgraph, commented, Aneka Brands develops and runs some of the most popular blockchain games worldwide. It has proved itself as a leader in leveraging blockchain and distributed ledger tech, providing highly engaging entertainment applications that captivate fans everywhere. We are delighted that Aneka Brands chose to build with these new offerings on top of the Hedera network. Well, why wouldn't they build on top of the Hedera network? I've only been telling you that is the shit since time immemorial. Now, I need to show you the governance council real quick again, because some of you just don't seem to think that this is as real as they are talking about. This thing keeps growing. Chainlink has just been added to the Hedera governance council. Now, Chainlink, y'all. Look at all the Dentons, Deutsche Telekom, DLA Piper, EDF, Eptos, FIS, Google, IBM, LG, Magalu, Nomura, Shinhan Bank, Standard Bank, Swirl, Tata Communications, UCL, Whirlpool. Come on, oh my God. Imagine who else they have in the background. See, I don't think you understand what's in front of you. I don't think you understand the grave opportunity. Now, let's go into Algorand, ladies and gentlemen. This is another sleeper that we've been talking about since around 22 cents, 20 cents. They tried to get you out of it because they didn't want you to get this money. But there's enough of it for everybody. And I believe if you grab your nuts, your digital nuts, and invest, you should benefit. Why not? You took the risk. Now, Algorand. Algo is powering the first blockchain-based COVID passport in Latin America. Many countries have identified the need to generate a digital passport to facilitate and improve the transition to a post-pandemic world. Now, the world's first blockchain-powered COVID passport has gone live in Colombia as part of a joint project between Algorand and Koi Banks. The tool is capable of generating user-friendly, reliable, and simple experiences for patients and allows users to go from having a paper certificate to a digital certificate. Baby, this is what it is. NFTs, going digital. This is where we are. Now, this is non-related, but I thought this was pretty interesting. Spark sent it to me. The founders of Clubhouse, Spotify, Stripe, and 42% of unicorns have one thing in common. Founders with a small exit in their first company were much more likely to build a unicorn in their next. A new study of startup shows. Look at all these startups. Ooh! Imagine all of this on the SingularityNET ecosystem. Now, Alex, too, isn't your stereotypical Ivy League college dropout software engineer at Google who founded a billion-dollar startup. Tui was a student at Nottingham University when he started his project. His itch for building something and making some money had led him to create the $1 Million homepage in 2005. The website consisted of a 1,000,000 pixel arranged in 1,000 times 1,000 pixel grid. Pixels were sold for $1 per pixel, and the purchaser of these pixel blocks were advertisers. This is before display ads were a big thing. In 4 months' time, word of the page had gone viral and advertisers had taken all the pixels. Tui had achieved success and a $1 million outcome. This wasn't by any means a massive success in the world where $100 million and even $1 billion outcomes are frequent and what venture capitalists care about. 6 years later, Tui started a company called Calm, slowly grew to become the #1 meditation and sleep app. The company was last valued at over $2 billion. Tui's itch for building companies led him to starting and leading a $1 billion company. Tui isn't alone in the path he took to becoming the founder of a widely successful startup. Consider Paul Davison and Rohan Seth, the co-founders of Clubhouse. As another example, launched in 2020, the audio-only social network already has millions of users and a valuation of $4 billion. It looks like an overnight success, or two founders getting lucky with the right idea at the right time. But Davison and Seth had launched various consumer and social apps and startups over the previous 10 years and had 9 failed ideas between them before finally cracking the code. Seth's last company, Memory Labs, was a small acquisition by Opendoor, and Davison's last company, Highlight, was acquired by Pinterest for a small amount. In the startup ecosystem, it is very common for a seed or Series A funded startup whose product didn't find product market fit or was struggling to raise the next round of funding to be acquired by a larger company. Most commonly, these larger companies look at this as a way of hiring a group of very talented and entrepreneurial people. Among the founders of billion-dollar startups, almost 60% were not first-time founders. Now, we can see that there's a trend. If you keep chopping at the tree, eventually the tree is going to fall. No matter if you're doing a startup, if you're living in regular life, if you're investing, if you're trying to play basketball, well, no, some of you just can't play basketball. So you might as well just give it up. You ever see that one person who's just trying to shoot the ball, but just don't got a shot, and every shot he made, he always bricks? Some people just need to understand that they're just not good at certain things. But you can be a success in other things. Come be a successful investor. You can do it. People have done it. People do it. The BTR community is doing it. And we want a group of multi-millionaires. Multi-millions. Even if you don't believe that you deserve multi-millions, I believe it for you. Everybody got to be a millionaire around you. And listen, if you are somebody who has a passion and you see the vision of what we're doing over here at Bigger Than Race, join the Tier 4. Come build. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And there's a lot of moving and shaking. And I'm not a guy that likes to talk about doing stuff. I like to actually do it and back it up. I want to work with individuals like that because talk is cheap. People do a lot of talking, but they don't back it up. Now, there's a lot going on, and I think that we can, if we put our heads together in the right way, we can make some things happen. And I don't need a whole lot of people in that group. It's going to be a select few. Only a select few. So if you feel that's you, come on in, because we got some things in the works. We want a seat at the table. I'm tired of sitting at the table and not being able to have my feet up. I want my feet up at the table. Can I do that? Can you do that? Absolutely right. Look, I have to just do this and show you this real quick, because for me, doing all this research and then actually running into the Godfather himself, I think it's kind of bullish. I mean, this is the guy. You can see it from the hat. Dr. Ben Corso. Stay tuned. That's all I got to say. Now, I want to go tap in with my people real quick, because you know that's what I got to do. Now, I'm sure you guys been talking and talking and talking. We got 44 in the stream. What's up? It's way bigger than race, my dude. Yes, it is. It is. We know that. Hey, Brando, dude, looked like a robot himself. I look like a robot. Sherry, what's up? Roy, Thomas Fury, Bohaduan, Awakening logo. Yes, we know that. Yes. Hey, bro, it's Amarado. What's up, brother? Bahala Na. Crypto is growing fast. Marshall, what's up? Crypto Pimp, what up? Man, how did I get bankrupt by a dude with the cheetah hat? You didn't get bankrupt. Why would you even say you got bankrupt? Now, if they would only stop the refs from, let me see. It's half possible to invest in anything completely ethical now. Ever see the movie Casino? Y'all don't put your feet up on the table. Thanks so much for your enlightenment, Brenda. You're welcome. Thanks for the Block V video. It was epic. Cheers. Boom. Absolutely. Yeah, if you haven't seen that Block V video, I advise you go and watch it. It's already posted. I don't know. Maybe I need to repost it because it hasn't really gained traction. I don't know if you guys can actually see it. But yeah, it's there. It's bullish. Very bullish. If you know what's good for you, you go watch the video. I mean, I'm dropping jewels, like this is epic stuff. Like people will look back at this 5 years from now and be like, he had to have known this was coming. He has to be a robot himself. What if I am an AI? You would never know. You would never know. But it's good because I'd be a good AI, a good robot, a robot that cares for the people. But Sophia already has citizenship. So if she has citizenship, and if you've seen the TV show Humans, they were fighting for citizenship. Robots will be like humans. I mean, you can see the setup. This is where we're headed. And if it has already been planned, this is where we're going. Now, it's safe to say that you might have the choice to be able to pick your robot. What if you can design it the way you want it to? We don't know. You can design the features. If you want it to be a little thicker on the slim side, you can get ladies, you can get you a male robot who can do back massage, give you a little elbow, all that. This is where we're headed. You don't think they have that type of stuff behind the scenes? Remember, they only show you what they want you to know. There's always more underneath the sun. Trust me. You ever go outside down an alleyway and it's dark and then the light come on, you see a bunch of cats. They was in the dark doing their dump. I don't know what they do. I seen the movie, the little cartoon movie Cats. You seen how these cats be having casino nights and game nights and smoking cigars and doing, I don't know what they do in the dark, but you need to imagine the darkness that you don't know about. See, sometimes just because you don't believe it's true, don't mean it's not true. Just because you don't believe it's true doesn't mean it's not true. I needed to make sure I said that correctly. You need to open your eyes. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. You keep trying to fight the enemy, but the enemy is you. Sometimes you just need to accept that you were born in a time where you were going to see the advancement of robots and AI. Stop buying into all the goddamn narratives that you see on Twitter, TV, the news. None of it really matters. It's all designed to keep you distracted. But the problem is, why do you continue to let the distraction distract you? Who said you need to get upset? I don't know about anybody getting killed unless somebody that I know who's goddamn, he should be a damn news anchor himself, calls me and tells me. Called me this morning. Hello, Brandon. You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. What you mean? I'm fine. I'm home working. Me here 10 people get shot in California. What the hell you gonna call me and tell me that? Now you fucking up my whole mood, excuse my French, talking about people getting shot in California. People, please do not let people mess up your vibe. Your vibe is important. Your vibe keeps you in a sane place so that you can maneuver in this world peacefully. When you start allowing people who you know are up to no good and only focus on negativity and have to keep you updated on every news story for whatever reason, just don't accept the call. I don't care who they are to you. You don't deserve it. We don't. So pay attention to AGI. Pay attention to Hedera Hashgraph. Pay attention to Chainlink. Pay attention to, what else did I put on this? Algorand. Pay attention to Algorand. Algorand is down in price, and I think it's going to pop up. And I think it's going to go unexpected. You know, it's just going to be something that is boom. Like I told my people to get back in on that Matic dip. That would probably be the last chance you're going to get it. Hopefully they took advantage if they didn't get in. Easy money. Easy money. What's your price predict on AGI? I don't predict price. Know thyself. Hardwired. Absolutely. I talk about this back in the day. We did not care what was happening in Cali or Africa or Timbuktu. I'm a truck driver. In the industry I'm in, the men just won't accept that their careers are in danger of automation. All they talk about is trucks and sex. LOL. Yeah, because they go to that truck stop and they have to be ready. I mean, if you're on the road all the time, I mean, shit, that's all you can think about. Food, sex, and nothing else. They're not thinking about the advancement. But see, you're a smart truck driver. There's a lot of truck drivers out there like you. And see, there's companies out there that is helping to shift that entire industry, utilizing blockchain technology. So I'm glad that you're actually here, Lonzo. That's Landerick. Lakendrick Smith. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I apologize. But yeah, it's very bullish out here, guys. Pack your bags. Don't get caught slipping. Because I know you think you have good enough time. I know you think there's other cryptos out here that is bigger and going to be bigger than Hedera Hashgraph. Just because you got these high ones today that are up at $40, $35, you're going to look back and wish that you took advantage of these assets that you see on this here screen, because you will kick yourself in the ass. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please join the Patreon group if you have not joined the Patreon group. I promise you it's going to be the best money that you will ever spend, and you will get the most value for your buck. Don't just ask me. Ask the people who have already changed their lives. Some of them might be in the group. But track record speaks for itself. We don't lose. Even when we lose, we still ain't losing. because we all in the green, baby. Let's go. Thank you, Lies. I appreciate you. You know who this is. This is your boy, Brando. Investigate truth on your own terms. We are out. You did.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race. Exposure to all things truth, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms.